live look at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Sacramento State Hornets and the Kansas State Wildcats. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Wildcats head coach told me before the game. Coach said they were thrilled to get off to a good start last week, starting the season 1-0, but there is so much he wants to clean up. Said, I showed the guys film. We have a very specific list of things that we've got to improve this week. Expectations are already high, but we have got to take it a game at a time and execute a game at a time. He said they will be better today, and their focus is all on execution and communicating. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores.
And I'll tell you what, this QB, man, he has been the surprise of the season to start so far. Just ascending in play. Got his team in a good spot, playing at a really high level. Palmer, this might be a guy that we say, we might not have been talking about him preseason, but we're talking about him now.
Yeah, and we were talking to him this week before the game. He told us he had a bit of a chip on his shoulder coming into this season. He said, you know, not a lot of people were talking about me. Not a lot of people were giving me the attention that I really felt like I deserved. But I'm going to play, and I'm going to get people's attention. He's been doing that. This kid has been balling.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Duff. Rush is on. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. Things did not go well in that loss last time out. He was picked off 3 times and sacked 5 times. They'll run it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. He'll toss it. Inside the 45. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the 1st quarter. Great job by the quarterback making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he showed some of it there.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Runs through a tackle. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
The play fake. Buying time to his right. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Second down coming up. Motion from the wideout. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical.
He's got it on the outside. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And this offense chooses aggressiveness, man. Third down and short, a lot of people think run, be physical. I got 4 downs. They say, no, bro. I know your defense is going to be aggressive. I might get a look I want to get. They got the look. Throw the bomb down the field and make the big play.
Sells the run, looking to pass. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Off play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly to the tight end. Pulled to the ground.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Duff. Fires to the middle. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Tony.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Trying to get started. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Back to throw, it's Duff. Rush right in his face. Back's got it on the screen. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on 1st down, you're thinking run, right? Like, be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
That one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They run the reverse. There's some room. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
A lot of coaches will tell you they've got a play chart that they're going to get certain guys the ball in certain situations. Nice job getting a guy with speed around the edge on a reverse. He's got some space out wide. Nice job exploding, getting to the open field, and most importantly, getting the 1st down.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. On the move. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. They'll give it to Johnson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Moving the pocket, it's Duff. Escapes the pressure to his right. Turning it on! Inside the 50. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. A little too aggressive with the hands there. Got him for the hold. It's 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Hines is tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Moves the pocket. It's Crawford. Dumps it off in the flats. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Fighting off the defender. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. using his feet. Not much happening on that one. Maybe made it back to the line of scrimmage as the clock continues to move here late in the half. It's third down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here comes the hurry up. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Escapes the pressure going right. Turns it on at midfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys. It's been the big story so far.
Looking to pass. It's Crawford. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And that is no good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 4 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the home team, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25. Now back to your game at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Second and short now after that completion. Looking for the edge. Quick toss. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Hardy. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Caught. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
This offense has it with really good field position. Give to the back. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking for a man. It's Crawford. Left side, it's Moses. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. quick give. It's Johnson. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Trying to do it himself. Makes the tackle.
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
I love the job by the quarterback there holding the safety. They were in cover 2 in a zone coverage. You've got a receiver on the outside running the fly route down the sideline, but the only way you're going to be able to get it there is if you can hold and freeze that safety for just a split second to give yourself the real estate to fit that football into. Really nice job by the QB.
One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Johnson. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
The number 1 goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had 0 impact in this game.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And he got it! And now it's a 1-possession game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Sacramento State sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but...
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. That is a huge break for this offense. Instead of the turnover, roughing the passer, and you've still got the football. They've got a 1st down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Turns upfield. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself.
Caught, and he's got room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
They go to the counter. Shakes off the defender. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And finally, we see a nice game. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Fights off the defender. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Duff. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. A great catch and run for 6.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
They'll go to the air. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
What a big play by this defense. You give up the touchdown. You don't get discouraged. You bow up. Tight coverage on the 2-point conversion. And now, more importantly, you still have the lead late in this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Timeout taken here, second one called by Kansas State. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Oh, that big stiff arm got him some room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Drops back, it's Duff. And he avoids the sack.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Second and long here. They want to throw it. Out wide left, it's Porter. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Fresh center down's going to the air. Caught. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw again. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Duff. Back's got it on the screen. He breaks a tackle, and he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Deep shot for the end zone. He had that one slip. And if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, what a big missed opportunity for this defense. This is a play that we might be coming back. And if this offense can take advantage and go score, this is a play that we might have circled, highlighted, shown again. A defense having an opportunity to not put the game away, but make it really tough for them to come back. It's a big missed opportunity.
Caught. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Wildcats. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And the extra point was good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Crawford. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Did the work himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They're all over it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team.